we have the epilogue at the round table, part 2. Hey, I like that. But I need to do one thing. Let me adjust this. Gotta change the topic. We are no longer saying that now. And let me just move this over. Right there, this seems fine. Hey, that looks pretty good. Well now, how y'all doing? That's not half bad at all. Thank you, Max. Thank you. Let me change up the music. I was liking that. That's a new artist I was listening to. Her name is Beazoid, who y'all was hearing in the intro. But let me get this from here. Let me put it back on her. I liked her music, so I'm gonna rock with her for a second. I think we stopped on Hazy or Night Shift. I'm gonna rock with this one. What you talking about? Too funny. How's it going, Esther Meyer? How's it going, Magicef? Odis was the #1 spot. Quick scoping in the spawn. Well, spawning is something that is done. They did something to it. We'll talk about it. We'll wait. Let's get to that point. First thing, we going happy everybody. Happy day every day. Happy day everybody is here. Thank y'all for stopping by. This is another episode of Epilogue at the Round Table. It's gonna be on YouTube after we do this on Twitch. Thank you, man. You same to me, dog. You always gonna be my ninja. I always got your back. Can listen for you. They got the hype in the chat. A quick scope and the bunny hopping. Oh yeah, we will talk about that. Yeah, this epilogue segment is more for, you guys to sit back and you can discuss in the chat. Get to listen to my thoughts on what's going to happen in the game that's coming up on October 12th. We got another beta coming September 10th. We're going to dive deep into what was said by Treyarch after the update happened. Well, after the beta happened, at the end of the beta. They got some feedback from us, and they made some changes. We're going to talk about that. If you're hearing this on YouTube or seeing this on YouTube, you could catch it live, like the people in chat now, over at the Beazoid channel on Twitch. I try to do this at least 2 times a week, probably more. But we're going to keep them cranking out as we get more and more information from Treyarch about, the game coming out and what's going to be in it and what's not going to be in it. Today we're going to be talking about what they said, what they changed already after the update, after the beta, and what they're going to do from here. It's going to be a couple of points I'm going to be talking about. I'll be talking about the token. I'm going to be talking about the Fog of War update. I'll be talking about the TAC deploy. I'll be talking about spawning. I'll be talking about the body armor update. I'll be talking about other things as well. Today we're going to start up, we'll talk about the token. It was some people that was having problems leveling after they got to 34. We all know that once you got to 40, you got a special unlock token that you get when the game comes out in October. Well, it was some people that caught a glitch that they couldn't get past 34 and they were held there. And they said to Treyarch that they had a problem and they wanted to get to 40 so they can get their lock token. So Treyarch said, since you guys had a glitch, any person that reached 34 get the token. So everybody, you don't gotta worry. Any person that got that glitch that couldn't get any further, you got a token. Hey, Infamous, how's it going? Um, Also, they updated the Fog of War. The Fog of War is your basically on your mini map. It lets you know what's going on around you. If you going down a hallway, it shows you the hallway. Now, the thing that was happening is people would come behind you, and the Fog of War would tell you somebody's behind you, which is kind of broken because you could never get flanked really. It would give you a indication that somebody is there on the mini map without having any, perk or thing for that matter. Thank you. I'm good too. Thanks, Infamous, man. And so what they did was they removed the behind you. Now you only can see in a cone ahead of you. You also can't use that cone for seeing through walls or seeing if somebody's hiding there. So if people hide behind a wall and your cone is in that area, you won't see them unless you have a perk or anything. Even now, you can get that full radius around you if you use the Team Leak perk. So, So if you want to have that back where you got the full radius around you in your fog of view, you would need to use that Team Link perk. It gives it a reason to be used because Team Link actually wasn't really used in the beta, and so they said we need a reason for it to be used. So there's your reason. They also gave us a new updated HUD indicator telling you when you're visible by the enemy. So if you're going down a hallway and an enemy sees you, it's going to let you know on there that you're being seen on their mini map, which is actually pretty good. It shouldn't be broken because sometimes you can't even see where the guy is because there's so many places to hide, camp. Having a little indicator ain't too bad. We'll see if it's like broken status when the September 10th come out and we get to see with blackout mode. We're looking forward to that and see how we adjust to that play style. Also, they adjusted how long your red dot appear when you shoot a gun without suppressor. When you shoot a gun without a suppressor, the red dot will actually stay on you for like a good 5 seconds, even after you move from where you were. So people were able to follow where you were after you killed a teammate. Too much. So they adjusted that so that red dot will leave faster. So for people who are very aggressive, it'll be helping them. You made aware that somebody else sees you only on the mini map, not them seeing you in person. Well, on the mini map, like say you and the enemy are in each other's area, but their cone sees you. They may not see you with their eyes, but their cone reads you. You can now be indicated that you're being seen on the enemy's mini map. It's not really saying, oh, they see you right there. They're saying the cone sees you. So I don't think it will be broken. I want to see more about that before I really determine if that's good or bad. The way it's made, it might not even affect too much. The way it sounds when they release their statement. Next, I want to talk about the TAC deploy. The TAC deploy was a bane in everybody's existence. Good or bad? Good was when you used the right in objectives like hardpoint, domination, and sometimes control and heist. But not heist, because heist you can't respond. But what they did was they shortened the duration of the TAC deploy. They also extended the cooldown on it. They limited to 10 per use already. So that's something they just stated for us to know. They also relaxed the spawn radius of the TAC deploy. So say you're a teammate do a bad TAC deploy, you actually got a bigger radius, so you won't get surrounded by enemies. So you probably won't be saying, dude, why you put that there anymore. Also, they put a new notification when you die and there's a TAC void, so you're not saying, where the heck did I spawn at? There's a notification letting you know that enemies in the area, and that you can change whether to go to a regular spawn or to use the tac deploy. I'm glad they added that. We been needed that. I'm glad. I said they was gonna work on that. They did. Also, they made some changes to the body armor. Explosives now hurt the body armor. I didn't even know this was a thing. Explosives was actually stopping. I mean, the body armor was actually stopping the explosives from doing damage to you. I guess that was a glitch or something. But I didn't personally run into it because I was able to dodge most explosives. But yeah, it was actually stopping certain grenades, certain frag grenades. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of OP. But that no longer happens. So you won't be having to worry about that come September 10th. Also, this was stated before, but they restated the fact that you now get a bonus score when you kill somebody with body armor. They were saying that so many people was running it, and people who were having problems going up against it, and so they said that we need to do something about it. So they gave you a bonus score along with the couple of nerfs that they did it. Also, now with the body armor, you don't no longer deflect the damage that you get. Just make a class around that glitch. I say call it Bomb Squad. I would. Hey, they can't do that no more. But back then, if I'd have known about this glitch, I would have tried out and see what happened. But now when you get shot with the body armor, you no longer deflect damage, and then your damage is hurt after the body armor is exploded. Now it's every time you get shot, the body armor just reduces how much damage you get. So the body armor goes down as much as your health goes down. So it's no like at first it was body armor health go down and then your health go down. So it was like on Fortnite when you have shields, you don't get hurt with your health until your shields is gone. That's what was happening in body armor. They didn't want it to be like that. I'm glad they're adjusting it. So no more, no. Exactly. No more doing that. Just take it out the game. Well, the way they nerfed it now, they want people to have more, a choice on if they want to be aggressive or if they want to be passive. The way they nerfed it now, I doubt people run into it as much as they used to, because the other choices besides body armor got buffed. And body armor got a little nerf, so everything is more playing field. You won't just run into everybody using body armor. You run into a couple using body armor. Stem got this nice little buff. Should be like blast shield, not for bullets. That's actually a pretty good idea. That is actually a pretty good idea. But let's see what happens on September 10th, and we'll, I'll make a judgment on. I think it should be totally taken out. Like some of the people saying, like Stoudemire saying in the chat, do you think it should be taken out? We'll see. Let's see how this nerf is doing. Also, but I will say this, because you might hear this and it might change your mind. Treyarch still now is thinking of implementing something that when you have body armor, your movement is slowed, or the area that the body armor covers is not total body. So you may you get shot in the arm and you take more damage, or you get shot in the leg and you take regular damage. So those are things that they're thinking about it. They haven't implemented it yet. I'm guessing they're still trying to get our feedback on that. Maybe they'll implement something in the next beta, and then we can check and see if that's something that we want to do. That might be good right there. Making somebody a little slower because they got extra armor on might be the key. You mean not slow when you're wearing anything? No, you're not slower. Should be slower. That's actually a good idea. You got an extra jacket. Some of your movement should be slowed down. That would deter a lot of people from putting on that body armor, because I don't want to be slow. That's making it easy to be shot. So I think that is a good idea for them to do that. I would be on board with that. A little bit more armor, a little bit less movement. I'm all for it. Definitely on board. Also, I don't know if this wasn't affecting me, but I did hear some people say it. The UI when you're choosing on the menu, um, no, normally people use the analog or the D-pad. Well, in the beta, they'd had it to where you can only use the analog, and some people were saying, "I want to use the D-pad to choose my menu options." I guess they heard you. I guess they heard you saying you heard your cries and they fixed it. Now you can use both D-pad and analog when in the menu screen. I didn't think that needed to be said, but it's said. You think you should get tired when you have the body armor on? You said, I don't know. I think that's kind of a big. Nobody will ever wear the body armor. Then if they made it to where you're tired as you're getting the body armor, that would kind of be like, oh, maybe in blackout mode they can do that. Blackout mode they could do that. Oh, so they can't run. Not physically tired, just the fact that they can't run. It can't run as much. That might be something. That might be a good idea. I think that's something they should try out. Either your movement, or they can't do both now. They got to do one or the other. We can't totally trash the thing. If they make it so your movement, you get tired way more quicker, that's actually a good alternative to your movement speed just being overall lowered. So that's actually, the chat is really coming up with some good ideas here. That is very, very good now that I think about it. And Magicep said you would be upset if you couldn't have the option of both, the D-pad or the analog. I understand where everybody's coming from. I'm just saying I didn't think it would be, I thought it would be coming in the game. Either way, I didn't know that people were complaining about that in the beta, but it's a beta. They needed the feedback, so I understand. Just don't get on them too much about that. But now this is something I was annoyed by, because anytime I got killed by a person, I was like, "What is that they're using?" Kill cams. Loadouts will now be in the kill cams when the game drops. I don't know if it's going to be in the beta in September 10th, but on October 12th, when somebody kills you, their loadout will be there, so you can see what they were using. You can know if they use body armor. You can know if they use the equipment charge. You can know what gun they use, what attachment that they use on the gun. Those are things that you will want to know, instead of saying, "What did he kill me by?" You know exactly what he killed you by. You know exactly what equipment charge. They said they wanted to get that stuff in the beta, but I guess they ran out of time. But it will be in the real game, so you ain't got to worry about those things. Let's see, is the chat. That's why military people. They're having a discussion on the body armor and if they're being slowed or not. I mean, it's one of those. Okay. They should implement speed factors, like when you use an LMG, you're slower than someone using an SMG. That's the way Rainbow Six Siege is, and that balances the game. That's a good way of looking at it, Infamous. That definitely is a good way of looking at it. I want to see. Stoudemire got a good idea with that. You and Infamous are really coming with the ideas on what they should do with the body armor. Like I said, it should be one or the other. Either your movement is slower, not by like a drastic amount, but just slow. Just should be slower. You shouldn't have both advantages of speed and defense. But these are all things that Treyarch has said they fixed or are fixing, and I'm glad I talked about these things. A lot of changes. I was wanting. They're bringing it. I can't wait to black out on September 10th. It's a couple of weeks away. I'm ready for it. I know you guys are ready for it. I can't wait to see what we do with it. If you're catching this video, it's gonna be on YouTube. You can come by live and see it happening live. We're gonna be giving you more and more Call of Duty Black Ops 4 discussions, information, updates, patches, you name it. We'll be here for your information. I'm Beazoid. Thank you guys for stopping by. We're gonna have another episode probably Thursday. Yeah, probably Thursday. I don't know what we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna talk about something. But we're not just gonna be doing Call of Duty. We're gonna be doing other games from Fortnite to the Division 2 to Destiny 2 to God of War. Exactly. It's a lot we're gonna be talking about here. We're gonna be going in depth. But until then, this is Beazoid. I'll holler at y'all again tomorrow. Well, Thursday, I should say. I'll holler at y'all Thursday. Thank y'all for stopping by.